Hello, once again, James here making another video. Well, this time I'm going to go in a little different direction, and I'm going to do a little bit of combination of videos. And this is going to be concerning lately about all these women recording about men going overseas. So I'm going to go ahead and play the videos and I mean a couple videos and I'll get back to I'll get to my commentary. Here's let me see. Let me start with the one video. Okay, I just heard this video. This is from forgot this guy's More to Life channel.
I don't see nobody though with these passports talking about I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna donate food, or I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna help build homes.
There's a lot of guys, there's a lot of expats that come to other countries and actually help people out, right? And there's a lot of people that are passport bros that do it too. So for you to just judge and assume, you've never actually took the time to do research, right? Hey guys, welcome back to More to Life. Now I've got one for you today. Now before I get into it, I ask that you please like, comment, subscribe. Also, be sure to click the notification bell to be sure that you get my videos as soon as I release them. Alright, let's hop right into it. Now this woman here is insulting the bros, and the way she's insulting the bros, and you guys never go overseas and do anything good, just go over there and take advantage of women. Let's hop right into it.
So I'm seeing all of this rhetoric going around about these passport bros, right? And I guess the whole thing is that they got the passports so that they can go to other countries and find women that are less modern and they're more traditional, and they want to marry those women and make them be their wives, I guess, because they don't like women in America and the standards that women live by here in America. But the thing that kills me about this whole thing, right, is nobody gives a damn about the countries that they're going to. Let me say this. So y'all got these passports, waving the passport. That's cool. You're able to travel out of the country. You're able to do different things. You're able to see different places. I don't see nobody though with these passports talking about I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna donate food, or I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna help build homes, or I'm gonna go over here and help clean these streets, or I'm gonna go over here and add aid to these people. I'm gonna bring education to this country. I'm gonna bring, I went to school to be a doctor, so I'm gonna be a travel abroad doctor, and I'm gonna go over there and I'm gonna help some people and help them in these indigenous and these third world countries that y'all going to go find these wives in. Y'all are so focused on let me go get a wife to do everything that I want her to do, to pretty much be my maid, my chef, all of those things, right?
What do you mean? So me doing my partner's laundry is a maid, not a wife? Hello, did you know that a lot of Filipina can do from left to right, back to front, top to bottom? That's right, my friend. You know, my friend, if you marry a Filipina or if your girlfriend is Filipina, you're very lucky. You know why? We Filipina can do everything, pretty much everything. If you marry a Filipina, you don't have to worry about having a dirty house. You don't even have to worry about having an empty stomach. And most of all, if you're sick, you don't have to worry about hiring a nurse because we can be the nurse. And also, if you're having kids with a Filipina, you don't have to worry about bringing a nanny because the Filipina parents will take care of the kids.
But I don't care nothing about the country where she's from. I don't care nothing about what's happening in these different countries. Because, I'm definitely not, it's not giving y'all going to Dubai, right? Like, I'm not seeing y'all going to Dubai or Rome or Italy or whatever, because those women over there, they just moving just like American women. They're just as Americanized. They're modern. They're not about this, I'm just going to do whatever a man tells me to do because they're in third world countries, because they're in other countries. I'm still trying to figure out why nobody's saying nothing about that. Everybody's so caught up in, oh, they passport bros, and y'all want to go over there, and then the women that's mad about it because they're like, this is ridiculous. Why y'all even bringing us in the conversation? I get it. Everybody's mad on both sides. The men obviously are mad. ready to leave and go find other women. The women are mad because the men are bothering them, harassing them, unfold. Nobody asked y'all to include us in this conversation.
Shut up.
But nobody's talking about fixing anything. Nobody's talking about fixing nothing. I ain't seen not one passport bro say anything about I'm going over there to volunteer my time to help get food, to help make meals, to help in the child cares, to help with the medical system, to help with the legal system, to help them be better as a country because I care about they women so much. Y'all care about they women so much. Y'all don't give a damn about these people in these countries though. You're gonna go somewhere where a woman possibly lives that may be living in poverty and think that because she's living in poverty, you're gonna take advantage of that and then bring her to America so she can be your slave? But you don't give a damn about the country she came from and trying to fix it? We're not having that conversation, huh?
Alright, guys. Now, this one here, it pissed me off. Listen. Am I wrong? Does it seem like for some reason she's one of the strongest speaking passport around, right? Now, that one struck a nerve with me. Anybody knows me, anybody knows my Black Filipino channel, they know many years ago, out here in the Philippines, I've seen how bad it was. It's a lot better now. How bad it was in Manila, right? Manila was kind of like, it reminded me of how it was in the 80s, right? I come from South Side, Queens. I've seen people on drugs on street corners, right? And it was like that out here in the Philippines. If anybody knows, Shabu was running rampant, and I've seen tons of people on it in the streets. And what would happen is people would be on it, and they wouldn't eat, and they would live on the streets. And to get it was like maybe sometimes 50 pesos you get a small piece, right? So that's what people did.
May goods kami kuya sa inyo para healthy.
That's him and his wife out there helping the homeless.
How much should good car insurance cost you a month? $80?
I'm gonna stop it right there because it's commercial. But yeah, here's another one. This stuff is hilarious, man. I'm telling you. What these?
So, I'm gonna make a part 2 to my Passport Bros video in response. And I just been seeing a whole lot of criticism towards the movement and all that. Especially when I see that one TikTok video of all the Passport Bros holding up their passport and all that. I just want to understand, what makes you spend $135 on an adult passport to go literally get the same type of hoo-ha that you can literally get from across the street?
Stop the cow.
Well, the difference between the hoo-ha across the street, that's going to be unattractive, 9 times out of 10 not what a man wants, and a man wasting his time jumping through hurdles when a woman's just trying to get something out of you. He'll go overseas and he'll have none of that. He won't have to deal with any of that, and the women are going to come to him and they're going to come correct. And overall, they know how to treat a man better in those countries. So if a man is actually smart, he'll choose his peace, and he'll be smart enough also to deal with a woman who actually checks off his boxes.
Like, you can't even spend like $60 on a TGFI Fridays.
It's TGIF, and women nowadays don't want to go on those dates. They want to go to Salt-Based Restaurant.
Like, come on now. And also, you know what? I'm going ahead and go say it. A lot of this sex tourism, a lot of this like passport bro stuff is either rooted in some sort of self-hatred for each other's other races or pedophilia.
No, it's just men are smart and they're going to go for something that is actually attractive. See, the thing is, nobody forces women to be with men, talk to men that they are not attracted to. But it only seems like these women of this particular culture try to make men settle for them when you are not what men are actually looking for, and you cannot compete with what men actually want. So this is the same old recycled sign language that every other girl uses when she makes these videos. I need to start making a head count on this.
Because let's be honest here. Why would you leave the country to go get you some hoo-ha?
Well, we're getting hoo-ha, but we're getting something else, and what you guys have to offer we don't want.
Like, let's be for real here. Like, it's not that hard to discern why would you spend $135 on a passport to go get you some hoo-ha that you can go get somewhere else? Like, let's be for real here.
Future cat lady asking why men spends $135 on a passport as if $135 is a lot of money. It really isn't. So I don't know what you're talking about. Maybe you're broke and men just don't want unattractive women. They don't want a headache. And if a man can actually go, be adventurous, travel, which makes it more attractive inherently, and get what he wants, why would he not get it? The thing is, nobody is picking you because they don't want to deal with women that act like dudes, look like dudes, have nose rings, who are unattractive, have unattractive traits, who don't keep up with themselves, who aren't ladylike, who are crass, who are mean, who are rude, who think they can be on the same par with a man and think that they're equal to a man. Men are just not going to deal with those women.
We know a lot of you guys like a lot of younger women here. We understand. A lot of you guys are low-key pedophiles.
We understand your clock is almost up and you're getting ready to collect plants, cats, and dogs, and men are investing in Chewy because we know that you women are modophiles.
Or into that type of stuff. And it's just so sad because a lot of people like you, we're not afraid to get rough with you guys. And it's just like, you know, you guys are so sad buying $130.
How do you buy $130?
Stupid. Like paying $130 for a passport just for you to go get finesse in some other country. Like, let's be for real here.
Yeah, because you want to do the finessing in this country, but you don't have the looks to finesse anybody.
That's what it is.
Like, you guys are literally spending close to $200 just to get finesse in another country. You can literally get that done here in America. Because let's be 100% here. You guys are getting rejected here in your country, so you have to go to another country to go get you some hoo-ha.
No, we're cleaning house here. We can definitely finesse the women here, but most of the women are the same. They're undesirable. We just want to hit them and quit them. If we want something that's more feminine, more fit, and more female, then we go overseas. Big difference between the women here and over there.
And they're born a female.
Like, come on now. It's obvious now what's going on here. It's obvious now with all the videos I've seen, with all the people that's been, like, interacting with me and whatnot. It's been obvious since day one what this whole passport bro thing was all about since day one. I know it's not about that for everybody, but I know for the most of you, a lot of you, it's all about that.
How do you know? You just watched a couple videos. Have you seen what men are actually doing out there? The thing is, this is why so many guys are leaving, because who wants to deal with this? Who wants to deal with a woman like this? Mediocre. Men don't want mediocrity. And what you're doing is you're just proving why men should go overseas and get their passport. So your free advertisement is working.
So come on and come out your shell real quick. Come on, let's be real here. We already know what's going on, so.
And there's nothing you can do about it. Whether you know what the F is going on or not, you are not on anyone's radar. You are not going to be courted or get any commitment from any man. So your opinion doesn't matter. So have fun with your box wine, cats, plants, and dogs.
Exactly. I can bet you, like, I can almost guarantee every single one of these passport bros had a woman help them fill out the paperwork.
Yeah, probably a foreign baddie that came over so he can renew his passport so he can go back to her country and leave you here mad and mediocre.
These men are out here waving that book around like it's their first Boy Scout merit badge. That passport is the one thing that most of these men actually have outright and think they're going to use it to actually travel. Meanwhile, most of them have never left their city or state.
Correction, you have never left your city or state because a man has never flown you out, sponsored you, or taken you on a trip outside of your city or state because you're not worth that. But most of the passport bros have gone overseas, including me, so you can continue the lies and perpetuation of sign language. It doesn't work.
I've had my passport, or a passport, since I had baby teeth. It's nothing to like, hey, look, I got it. And how much do you want to bet that these same men have no idea you have to renew that thing?
It literally says it on the passport.
They didn't even know where to go to get one. They had to phone in a friend.
Wrong.
Had to call up their mama to figure out where their birth certificate was, where their social security card was.
Grandpa, will this be our Christmas tree?
Someday. Come on.
And you wonder why some men, when they're looking at women, and maybe there's some men here, but look at their response to the women, and they don't realize the women who's making these videos look psychotic. For one, number two, you giving that masculine vibe, the independent vibe. Number three, throwing insults at men that they know how to do that. That's crazy, man. That's crazy.
Okay, I got my snacks. I'm ready to see the show. Okay, I'm ready to see the show. I'm already ready and prepared, child. Okay, they done gave us the warning. I've already come up with names for it. Okay, so when they leave the country, we're gonna call it Passport Boys the Exodus. That has a really nice ring to it. And then once they get out there, we're gonna call it Passport Boys Love Without Borders. Okay, love, love and boring or whatever the heck. But we gonna come up with some really cool names. Okay.
Oh, child. Passport Bros. Y'all can't catch a break, baby. I was on my way home tonight, and I heard them talking about you on 97.9. I don't know what they're saying, but I'm pretty sure they're making fun of you. And I look at my comment section of every nationality, ethnicity, and country that you name. All of them are saying that they don't want you. That's gotta be it to me. This is my unsolicited advice. If I was y'all, I would get off the app for like 30 days, maybe 60 days when people forgot about it. I would go on a cleanse, I would exercise, I would get me a new barber. When I came back, I would be fly as hell, have some passport stamps, and a fucking woman. Because that's the only way y'all gonna redeem yourself. At first, it was kind of like, haha, funny. Now, it's just funny, sad. Hope it works out for y'all.
These women are really offended by the Passport Bros. This lady here is talking about she was coming home from work and heard some stuff on the radio station. I don't know what she's talking about. I just left Thailand. I'm going back over next month, and from what I can see over there, those guys are happy. The women love them. The guys I saw with foreign women, they didn't look stressed out. They looked genuinely happy. The women that was with them looked happy. She was holding on to that man like he was a trophy. She was guiding him down the street like he was blind. I don't know what she's talking about. They're not interested in it. They love foreigners overseas. What they call them, foreigns. They love those guys overseas. So I think I don't know what radio station she tuned into, but she will need to find a better source. But once again, we got a post-wall woman here just wanted to get online and just say something about the Passport Bros, because she actually probably heard her girlfriends talking about it. So she obviously don't know nothing about what's going on.
Hey, so look, I got a question for the Passport Bros. Why every time y'all be doing y'all videos, y'all got the same background? It don't be looking like the countries y'all be saying y'all be visiting. Can y'all answer me? Thanks. This is what makes the situation funny. He thinks this is a flex. While we over here working full-time jobs, trying to get some help with the motherfucking bills, he gonna go over there, find him a woman who he thinks is nice and submissive, marry her, bring her back home. But here's the thing, when she come back, she bringing uncle, cousin, mama, they all living in the house. He gonna be working 2 full-time jobs, paying for everything. They gonna get their paper straight, working under the table, making cash, sending money back home, get their green card, and leave him in the dust. But he think this flex. This is what happens when people jump on trends and they have no real world awareness. Do you even know any people from other countries? Do you know people at all? No. You don't even know real black women because you think we all asking you to pay our bills. You probably don't even have a passport. Have a good day.
And the truth of the matter is, a man can go through life alone. A woman, she really can't. It's not something that she's goal-oriented, trying to be alone. A lot of women, they want to find companionship when they're older. When they get in their latter years, they do want to be with a man. They do want to have that nice fall back guy. She has always had me in the friend zone. When 40s or 50s, this is the man that she's gonna be with because he's just always been there. So she's gonna settle for him. The issue is for her, these men that she used to settle for, they are leaving the country, dating overseas. So it makes her feel more panicked now, knowing that, you know, there's a possibility that she can really die alone. With the dog, the cat, and all.
He's right. Oh, it gets good. You should see how many women making videos like this. Huh.
The disrespect is getting very real. This lady here making videos behind a mask or behind some type of AI software. I don't know what this is, but they behind masks talking trash, y'all. You really can't make this up.
Alright, why would Passport Brothers have problems? They are usually just fine with pink. Actually, they prefer it since they're more conservative. Well, in the United States, there is a little bit of a difference. What you're saying makes sense, and I don't know anything about you. All I know is your name. I don't know what gender, sex, whatever you are. I don't know if you're in the United States. I'm just telling you, as a woman in the United States, what it's like dating these type of guys. So payment isn't a problem. You're right. But these are not your average, like, conservative Christian value or Muslim value. These are the guys who, when they take you out on a date, they expect payment in a physical form. So, and I know this sounds weird, and you can listen to it if you ever get a chance. Listen to some of the male podcasts, and they'll tell you what they want in a date. And I laugh because it's not just about the expectation of physical interaction at the end of that one date, but it's also about what the person that's on the date, what their family expects out of him as well. And that is something that a lot of these guys do not consider. And that's where it's funny. Because you're not just dating her, you're dating her family. In the United States, it is, you're dating, it's more Romeo and Juliet. You're dating that one person, and it doesn't matter if the family likes him or not, you can date him or do whatever you want. I found that when it comes to some of my mutuals and friends who are overseas, and we talk about dating, there is a whole different courtship. And that's why this is hilarious, because it's not just simply paying for the date. It is understanding the expectation of behavior. And a lot of the guys who are, I'm just going to date because I want a submissive woman, those guys are going to have a real problem overseas. And you know what? Like I said, it's just funny.
And these ladies are also forgetting that a lot of these men are not leaving just for the women. They leaving to go live in paradise. They're leaving for that country's currency. It's much cheaper to live there. A lot of these guys don't want to be in a situation where you got to take pretty much your life savings, your retirement, and just, depleting it inside the U.S. marketplace right now, especially with inflation going on. So yes, these guys are very smart with their money. They're going to spend it in countries that will give them a better cost of living for their lifestyle. And it's also a little bit less stressful overseas. I don't have to look over my shoulder worried about some type of crime happening to me when I'm in Thailand or wherever. You don't have to worry about gasoline in the car. You don't have to worry about crime. You don't have to worry about the law enforcement over there. There's just certain things that black men and other men are getting away from, and the most important one is definitely the stress level. These guys are going for this stress-free living. But that's all I got in this video. Don't forget to hit that subscribe.
Some of these women got some issues. I come to the conclusion, when all these women come and complain about this, they got some issues. I mean, not all the men are going to pack up and leave. Just some men are not going to leave. But it goes to show you, maybe you need to appreciate the men who make that decision not to leave. And stop worrying about the men who are. And stop trying to insult the men who are. Obviously, they made a decision to leave. Here's another one.
So, I'm going to make a part 2 to my Passport Bros video in response.
I seen that one, yeah. Yeah, I was just making, just comment on these. It's just like, it's crazy, man. It's like, and it's like a crap load of these videos. Like, wow. Go to my man.
Or they're so used to somebody not holding them accountable. Now they feel like, okay, you gotta get you a little charger, a little apartment. You think I'm supposed to chase after
now you're gonna hear from the
because
men.
you think you're doing something special. You're 36.
Hey, this is Raul. Please act right. So here's a young lady that's saying that men are now wanting women to chase them. Now I'm gonna play the video in its entirety without any interruption. Let's see if she has any validity in what she's saying.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad. Now, I'm a firm believer that this new wave of spicy sororters comes from the generation that believed in raising your daughters and enabling your sons. Because a lot of these men were so used to being praised for doing shit they should be doing, or they're so used to somebody not holding them accountable, now they feel like, okay, you gotta get you a little charger, a little apartment. You think I'm supposed to chase after you because you think you're doing something special. You're 36. But this is exactly why you will praise a single father but bash a single mother. You'll praise a man for he's a bachelor when he got his own car or crib. Meanwhile, I got a car, crib, and degree. You still gonna ask me where my man at. Girl, I think what is happening with this new wave of just awakening, we are realizing like, yeah, your diggling don't really mean that much. Okay, you are a human like anybody else. Come up on that pedestal that I know the patriarchy likes to prop you up on. You don't get gold stars for taking care of your kids. You don't get gold stars for having a car and a crib. You don't get gold stars for going to work. You should. Many of us have been doing this since we was 15 and 16. Because these men were so used to being enabled, the girls who were raised, who y'all been checking for us since we came out the G, watching our every move, not even giving us the grace to be children. Yeah, we not going for that shit. So, tighten up.
Okay, she does have some validity in what she's saying. Men, if you're out there thinking that you should be praised for doing what an adult should automatically be doing, like having a car and a place to live, you do need to come down off your pedestal. That's just called being an adult. But as far as her talking about men wanting women to chase them, is there a chance that she's forgetting that men are at a disadvantage when it comes down to relationships and marriage? You know, as far as income is concerned. Now let's take a listen to a few other men and see what they have to say about this video. And then I'm gonna come back and I'm gonna tell you what I really think is happening with her for the reason that she really made this video.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
Y'all the same ones that be like, we so thirsty when we actually do chase y'all, and now y'all are complaining that we're respecting ourselves to the point we're not chasing you. Stop it.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
I could have sworn it was women complaining about being catcalled, complaining about dudes hitting on them all the time, complaining about the unwanted attention. So now we fall back and let y'all present to us that you want the same thing we want. Now it's an issue. Please stop.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
This new generation of women suck.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
Bro, it's not even that. It's just like us men, we know our work. Like if you want us, you know how to come find us. Like we not finna do all that chasing and get turned down and look embarrassed and shit.
How would you like to see 5
He's right.
real-life examples of people making over $1 million a year online with nothing but...
We're not finna do all that chasing and get turned down and look embarrassed and shit. Like that shit old. It's a new generation. It's 2022. About to be 2023.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
But I'm gonna have to take a hard pass. Chasing women is not the way to go. The way for men to go is exactly the way our mothers tried to teach us a long time ago. Be who you are, and what is for you will be drawn to. If a girl is, in a sense, running from me or playing games, so to speak, trying to keep my interest and drag it along or whatever, and I gotta keep chasing, I ain't gonna bother. Because if she's running from me, obviously she ain't for me. She's just playing mind games.
Yeah.
Quite personally, I'm just not really down with that. But there are plenty of people who are.
Yeah.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
It's not about being pursued. It's more the fact of showing me the same effort back in return. The guy that you wanted to be entertained by finally give you the attention, and now you just left us to the wayside. When it comes to relationships and or marriages, it can't always be a one-way street. Both parties have to be involved. Both parties have to give in the same type of energy, connection, time, resources, and all that stuff to make that relationship work. It always can't be I give more than the other person does.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
I know my worth. What do I need to chase you for? I don't need you. If you're not needed, why do I gotta chase you? I need money. I'm gonna chase money. I need a house. I'm gonna chase that house. I need a car. I'm gonna chase that car. I don't need a woman. I'm not gonna chase you.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
Not the new generation of men want y'all to chase us so bad. Y'all are not the prize for it no more. A lot of women these days don't bring nothing to the table. It's gonna be real here. So you should really, I don't want to say chase a man, but you should put more effort into getting the men that he put into you. Because you don't bring nothing. A lot of y'all women don't bring nothing but love. You gotta bring more than just love to the table. You gotta bring a lot. Y'all don't bring that. And a lot of men just want to be appreciated more. Because it's hard being appreciated in a man these days. You to be appreciated these days, you gotta be a millionaire, bro. You gotta be Captain America. You gotta be Thor. You gotta be Prince Charming, man. Chris Brown. Little baby. Even though I'm Little Baby Junior. But I'm saying you gotta do so much to be appreciated these days that it's like you gotta be there. You gotta feel like you gotta be chased. You gotta feel like you're the prize because you really are. But nobody appreciates that you're the prize.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
We got tired of chasing you.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
I don't even really think it's that deep. A lot of dudes feel unappreciated in their relationships and they just want to know that there's going to be some mutual effort back so they're not watering the dead plant.
I don't want a woman to chase me. What I do want is the energy to be returned. If I don't see you showing effort, I'm probably gonna quit.
This new generation of men want you to chase them so bad.
They ain't going 50-50 on the bills, remember? So these want you to chase them to pay their bills?
Now, for some reason, I'm getting the feeling that this young lady gave a man the signal that she was interested a couple of times and he didn't respond. Therefore, making her think that he wants her to chase him. More than likely, this is a man that had his stuff together. You know, he had a Dodge Charger and an apartment, and he just wasn't interested. She couldn't handle it. See, a lot of us men nowadays, we don't know when it's okay to say something to a woman because we don't know if she's gonna turn us down and call us creepy or what the hell she's gonna do. So some of us men are just not approaching women altogether, even if we find her attractive. I mean, just listen to some of them.
One, at the gym. I didn't go to the gym to find a mate. I went to the gym to look good for when I'm ready to go find a mate. I feel good in my own skin and I look good too.
Men do not approach me, and that's because my demeanor says I'm good. I don't come off as friendly. I don't come off as approachable. I don't come off inviting, and I like that. And I'm gonna keep it there.
Which leads men to thinking like this.
I don't approach women. Most of the time, you know, I just let women come to me, right? I don't got time to be trying to chase women and approaching them when they got this when they angry inside or, you know what I'm saying, don't feel like being talked to.
I seriously believe that this woman wanted a guy to talk to her, and he didn't do it. So she got a feelings hurt. And you know how some of these women are, right? You're the sparkle in her eyes until it doesn't go the way she wants it to go. And then it's more like this.
I didn't want to talk to you anyway with your little apartment and your little Dodge Charger. Ain't nobody trying to chase you because you're doing what a man's supposed to do.
Well, one thing is for damn sure.
Yes.
As time goes on, we're going to see more and more videos of women like this.
Right.
Making videos like these. Getting irritated because because men are no longer chasing them.
Right.
And here's my final thought. Why would a man chase a woman nowadays anyway? Especially in Western society. So he can pay her bills while she takes her money and spends it on whatever she wants, all the while telling the man that she's never going to cook and clean.
Right.
Ever. Ladies, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. Well, I really don't hate it. But in the comments under my videos like this one, I see more and more men who are saying they're no longer interested in interacting with women as far as relationships are concerned. They're saying that they're keeping their head down, grinding on their careers, and saving the money. And do you know what they're planning to do with that money rather than spend it on you? So for all the women out there who are saying to the passport bros, bye, leave, we don't need you. Your wish is their command. And it's going to show in the near future because you're going to see more and more videos of women like this saying what she's saying. Most of these men do not want to be chased. They just don't see the value in chasing today's modern day women anymore. How does the saying go? Winter is coming. Winter is here. Hey, somebody to tell you, and I love you so.
Exactly. You know, it used to be a time where that happened. It's like it's starting to be, it's kick up a trend. Then you get these women that come looking crazy. Some of these women that's coming online looking crazy with the Sheffield Boy bonnet on their head and looking all crazy and everything. And it's like, and they're throwing out these complaints. Well, no wonder. I mean, look what kind of vibe you giving. You're giving that kind of vibe. And the reason why some of them are so unhappy and making videos and throwing pot shots and trying to hit them where it hurts and trying so-called, that stuff used to work. It's not working no more. So the more time you keep saying something crazy, and it's going to be, and I heard what this one guy said, you're going to witness a whole deal of men from all walks of life leaving these women behind. And they ain't gonna figure it out that it's your mouth. It's your, you just got, you so alpha strong, and I'm not gonna hold my tongue. And I swear to you, honestly, it would take God himself to have to shut that woman up. Because that's how strong they are. They alpha strong, and you ain't gonna argue. You ain't gonna check me, and it's like you gotta go. It's like wrestling with a lion, and sometimes some men, it's like that's it. It's over. But this is what's happening. This is what sparked it all. What this woman said.
So a lot of black women DM'd me and told me to stop talking about black men. They were like, leave our black men alone. They're ours. No one is interested marrying about Filipina.
What? Stop the cap.
Well, the good news is I'm not here to listen to them, because the good news is a lot of Filipina are interested in marrying black men. That's right. So listen to me, Filipina ladies, okay? Black men are super interested in marrying Filipina women. Well, as we all know, Philippines is #1 in everything. We're #1 when it comes to talent, creativity, and beauty. That's one of the reasons why you should marry a black man, only if they're good. Because you know why?
Only if they're good.
Want their gene. I mean, I'm talking about basketball, strong, singing, dancing, and most of all, boxing. I mean, many Filipinas, they marry white men because they want the beauty, and look how many crowns we get from beauty pageants. You know, some people just can't understand that Asian or many Filipinas are attracted to black men. Why can't you just accept that the black man that you don't like is wanted in the Philippines?
Well, most Western women in general do not feel like they need to compete, or that they should compete for said man, or even the man that they claim are theirs here in the United States and in other Western countries.
And the fact that these guys don't want to be with you, that means they are not being treated like a king.
Smart.
Right.
But Western women do not feel that whatsoever. They think that they should be treated like a queen and the man the peasant.
And why settle for someone who don't want to treat you like a king when you can go to the Philippines and be treated like one?
Exactly. That's exactly what men are doing. But as a result, they're having a hissy fit about that decision.
And that is why people, not just my black king, everyone are talking about, men who are unwanted in your country have to go to the Philippines.
They go to the Philippines, Thailand, Japan, Brazil, Mexico, the Dominican Republic, Jamaica, wherever they want to go. And the women are going to be better suited for those men. So all those claims that the modern women in the Western world claim, saying that the men were unwanted, no, it's not that men are unwanted by you. It's that men are not taking you serious for anything because they can see right through you.
And then they say, oh, we don't care. You can have our leftovers. We don't care. But the truth is, we Filipinas love leftovers. Leftovers are the best. You know why? They can at least compare us that, whoa, you guys are way better than my ex.
And this right here, guys, is a demonstration of women from overseas and how they accentuate everything about a man that is positive and nothing that's negative. Even if a Western woman is calling a man a leftover, a woman knows that you're not a leftover. It's just that you're better than that woman and you can do better. And that's how it is. And this is the difference between women in the West and women overseas.
Or my ex-wife, per se. So guys, especially to the future kings of the Philippines, what are you waiting for? Look for your queens now. Because I can guarantee you, once you find your Filipina queen, you will automatically become a king.
And this is why women overseas are up by so many points. Overseas women, they're up. Western women are down because they accentuate and they appreciate, and most importantly, they respect men, and they were taught this, and they understand the role and the position of a man, and they never try to conflate the difference. And this is why I always say, get your passport, go overseas and go see those women, and come back here and see these women, so you can always make the proper choice. So Passport Bros, way up. Make sure you guys like, sub to the channel, post notifications on. I'm trying to post every single.
You hear that? If you don't want, she's saying, you feel men are leftovers? They'll take their leftovers. So hey, and what it is that some of these women wanted all this attention and even reject guys that they would normally give the time to, so they can play and pick and choose what type of guy they can run game and do the same game that they accuse the women over there doing. Women here play games with guys. Women here will have one as a friend, one as a sleeping buddy, and keep one man as trying to give them their resource to make them feel like a queen, and be working all 2 or 3 men, and then hoping one of these days they'll kind of give in to this one man, but try to look good, because whatever man is spending more money on them, they try to maintain the status and class and lifestyle. That's the one they'll give. But the one that don't do all that, oh, he's cheap, he's broke, he's dusty, and so they want to flip, be like a women pimp. You know, they said men are pimping, but women do it in some women that's complaining on these videos, they probably were doing that to men. So that's gonna give men an eye opening. Maybe they have gotten on some men's last nerve. And saying you ain't worth the crap, you're dusty, you're broke, you ain't good in bed, and blah blah blah. And the one woman said about, what if a man said about, oh, I don't want to have sex with you because you can't even have a good orgasm because you're dry down there. It's funny that you can point something and something can be medically wrong with you. Men can have something medically wrong with you. For a woman to even say something like that. I mean, stuff happens when the body gets older. And the one video about about, well, he was right. You shouldn't have to put on a pedestal about making having the car having a charger. That's true. However, some people, women knows what appeals. So that charger was the one that got it. And so, you got a place because they always say you probably live in your mama's basement or something like that. So that takes a dig at you if you had unfortunate things happen that you have to go move in with a parent. If you had lost a job or something like that, Lord forbid that's something that has happened. Then you're not measure up to her. And things happen to men. Some things happen. You can get laid off like it happened to a woman. You can get laid off at the job or anything like that, but they don't consider something like that. And so you come, and what does that say about the men who have it? And they were watching these videos, and they were on YouTube, and they was making, there's guys out there probably, and they looking at like, dang. And maybe the women they see in the city see how much attitude they got. You literally driving men away, and you don't even know it. You're exposing yourself. You're driving potential men that could be like could have practically like a little kingdom around them. Could have a business. Could be starting at a part of, but maybe in another 2 or 3 years he could be a multi-millionaire. But some women don't think like that. They want it now. They want to look classy and look good now, so they can have envious of other women, and like somebody said, have other women bragging that you have all this money, and maybe it's some women do that, trying to impress not to impress men, but to impress other women. So that's in itself. Another thing is just that part, you think cooking and cleaning, like the woman was saying. Well, that's part of a relationship. If you love somebody, and your husband was hurt and sick, you'll be doing that anyway, right? If he was, God forbid, he got an injury, some misfortune happened like that, you ain't gonna do that for your husband because you so independent. He can't do nothing, but yet he's probably laid down on maybe practically from an injury or some kind of medical procedure to show how heartless you is. So these videos was an eye opener. It really was. It was like, wow, man. And they complain. So if a man fall on hard times, you gonna get up and dip him and leave him. So you really didn't have a love. And maybe the Filipino woman or the Thailand woman understand things happen. They've been hurt. There's women over there that have been probably plagued. There's women that probably been left, but they're not having towards and it probably was the first man was a Filipino man. But I don't think they out there hating on putting down their Filipino men, the men from their nation, because hey, that's just something that at least that I can give them that much that they don't do something like that. But your American women, oh my God, they got put you all out, put your business, see how you ain't worth the crap and everything. So at least even in the poverty, they have a higher class than you. Their femininity have a higher class than you, and they're educated. So that their currency is low, but yet they're educated just like any other woman on the planet. They literally understand the fundamentals of family. They understand how the way a wife, a husband, children. They know, they understand that, and they don't mind doing it. And they love to do it. So that's a natural thing to want to please your husband, because whatever you please, he's going to want to please back. I don't understand how American women and Western women don't understand that. And like the brother says, it's a two-way street. And then you like I said, you see how someone aggressively, what you gonna do? And that's what kind of thing we gotta deal with in America. Like the first chick with the Chef Boyardee bonnet on her head, yelling and screaming and insinuate that they go over to trafficking women and so what? Why you going over there and you ain't bringing no help? You don't know what the men are doing over there. Not every man over there doing the same thing. I've never been outside the country, but even I have common sense enough to know that not everybody's doing that. Because if one thing, if you mess around with somebody over there, you probably would get arrested. So that's the truth. They might be strict. They probably was, but they strict now. Because they see if that was the case, messing with some young lady under the age. So why are you making keep saying it's innuendo and making a slave as your partner? So, and she love you enough to respect you enough. So it tells me that American women don't know how to love. The ones that made these videos, they don't know what love is. They don't know how to love a man. They don't know how to love a man. They accuse and just like they're accusing the men not know how to love. They don't know how to love a man, because when you love somebody, you do it out of your heart. You give, and sometimes in life you might get a cup of bad apple, a man that don't appreciate it, but you don't shit on the rest of your men. That's what you don't do. Look, what do I look like as a man? Being judged as a black woman. If she married an Italian man, a Middle Eastern man, and I've seen it, that's like I don't get mad and get upset. And I've seen women online that got black women got their passport, and I don't get upset that their boyfriend or whatever. What for? Because one that it's good that she's able to travel and enlighten people from all walks of life. So that goes to show you your insecurity right there. But you're trying to dress it up. Why is it? And so that's why you have to wonder why they keep making it if it bothers you so much. Just because one man is encouraging other men to this life outside is, and most of the time the men are talking about the food over there besides the women, but they talk about the sights over there, the cost of living over there. That's what they're talking about. They're not think about that. And like he was saying that getting a place, and then maybe down the line they whatever skill that they have, they're probably contributing. They might not tell you everything what they're doing, but you got women run off at the mouth, saying that you over there and you taking advantage of the people. You don't know what they're doing over there. I mean, just how do you know? I mean, is there someone come back and tell you that they saw somebody doing that? Just because you might saw 2 or 3 people, some idiots that did something like that. So you gonna fault all the other men for that? I talked to them. You gonna fault all the men for that? That don't make no sense. And if you be much a better woman and act like you would want to be approached by a man and give him time instead of getting some attitude, maybe you will get the kind of man you do. But like the woman, I don't mind looking like I don't want to be bothered. So if you got a lot of women act like they don't want to be bothered, what's gonna happen? So it's the same women that someone come to making in the video that they don't want to be bothered with men. So what the men that gives the men say, okay, you don't want to be bothered, fine, bounce. I'll go to another woman. If it means I have to go leave the country, why you gotta go leave the country? Why do you give a shit? You didn't. I wasn't till you appealing. Years ago I went through that, and it was a beautiful, beautiful woman, and it was a black woman. With a couple of black women I talked to, but they just feel like, okay, I got the, and they know she knows she got a body, she knows she got breasts, but she let it get to her head that that I can pick and choose what type of man that I want. But when I said, you know what, I'll go talk to this one broad over, maybe if I don't see another woman that come along that appeal to me, then maybe I need to stretch my option to a white female, an Asian female, Why should I sit back then when you tell me I ain't a real nigga? Excuse my expression, which your terminology as a black man, because that's what you feel like you gravitate to, because you gravitate to that, and he got to put that masculine. I'm about to slap the crap out of you in order for you to get respect out of you, and you don't have to raise it. Why does he have to get to that point? But that's how some of these women are. So you have to go half masculine, kind of kind of submit, and it's too much. That's what men are saying. And I mean, sometimes you're gonna have disagreement with your girlfriend, wife, but if she can't respect you and know her limit as a woman in an argument, and she got like belittle you as a man, and you don't belittle her as a woman, and she got belittle you as a man, that's telling you something right there. I'm keeping the, but that's why. So what man, or any walks of life, would want to put up with the woman something like that? And some men you come that could have been looking at those women online, if they would have been more presentable, if they're single, they might have been some men that probably had some money. They might have a good job and career, but you coming online and you bitching, you whining and that you're showing them that you're psychotic. See, let's flip the script here. You criticizing men, and maybe some men here that probably don't want to go overseas, that maybe focus on the men here, but you won't give the men that don't want to go overseas here your time of day, because you so puffed up in your pride and your ego, because you got some you get favor because you know that there's some dudes looking at your breast and your butt, and it has gotten you some favor, and you let it get to your head, and this is the truth. But when some and it gives some women, and they know that, and some women know this. They know they use their body parts for manipulation, and they get arrogant with it. And sometimes some men will give them favor because they respect women, and they do get that respect. But you got some women that took way advantage of it, to the point that they want to switch the level and try to kind of be boss woman over this man. And meanwhile, the man is not happy in the relationship. And it's not because and throwing it up in their face that you got a degree. Well, there's women that got college degrees in every part of the world. That don't mean nothing. That's not going to impress a multi-millionaire. Let's be realistic. It's good that you have a smart woman, but that don't mean nothing. You did that on your own. That's good for you. I mean, that's good for you, able to hold your own, and you smart intellectually. And that's cool. But the reality of it is, with men, when you want to keep a man in the picture, a man that's worth a higher value man, he ain't looking at that. He's looking at the whole package. What do you bring as far as your personality? And it's something that a woman in the Philippines, in Thailand, understand that you don't, as a Western woman, don't understand. Some of you don't, not all, but some of you don't understand. Because if you understand, you'll have a husband right now. And the reason why you don't, because it's your ego. And you making, some of these women are making silly videos like this, exposing who they really are. It's you. Don't get mad at these men for going, and so you have pushed the best of the best men out the picture. Some of them have gone. And my suggestion to you, if the ones who are making good money, maybe you need to change your personality, change your attitude. But some of you won't do that because there's other women have even suggested that. Because you got that ego, that pride. Because you're just superwoman. And you don't understand, you're pushing that man away. This is what maybe someone like Kevin Samuels was trying to tell you. I mean, there were certain things I may not agree, but there were some things he was saying was true. It's your ego. I mean, to the point that it was so funny that even people, T.D. Jakes would pander to women, kind of in a certain way. But even at some point, he sees, try to put some logic to what makes a relationship, and tries to, hey, as I'm trying to address the women, that you trying to do this and trying to do this. What about the family? What about the husband? There's women that got mad at T.D. Jakes. That's telling you something. I mean, I may not look like the ideal man, but listen to the words that I'm telling you. And there are more dudes that are going to be leaving. That when maybe they might be at the bottom now, but they see how the way you act and the way you conduct yourself as a woman, they're going to leave. They're going to leave. And you like dudes that you probably wouldn't even give time of day to. They might, who know, that same dude that you blew off can be go from a 3-figure to a 6-figure man and able to take care of a woman in another part of the world. But you screwed it up. Don't be getting mad at these men because of your insecurities, because you got a pride. You got too much pride. And some of our women in this country and other places like probably Britain, there too, you got too much pride. That's why you ain't getting the best of the best men. Because you got too, and the men who already have it, see it. That's why. They ain't going to wrestle with that. They're not going to deal with something like that. Men want something natural. They want something real. And they want something's going to be in agreement and not arguing with me when he has to go and battle the world. He don't need to be battling his own home. That's what men are saying. But it's too bad you have women out here that don't understand that. Because they think it's not saying that, it don't mean that you're not going through something if you're raising children. It doesn't that you don't go through something on your job. But sometimes it weighs on a man. A man have so much pressure, it is unbelievable. And you can't match him up in certain things. A man is always to take a certain amount of pressure as far as the places where, and it's not being a male chauvinistic, this is just a fact. But you got women that think they're so strong and I can keep up like a man. And your body and your personality, your physique, your body is not designed for that. I'm not saying you can't, but it's just that. And then it's like, how can you do that and then expect to have a man to respect you and love you when he's like he's going to another man and he's a heterosexual man. And like these days, another thing and no one have to think about this too. When you're looking for a woman, you gotta make sure she's born a woman. Because you got some men trying to turn into women. That's no longer a man, but now he's transforming into a female. So that's probably another reason why some men probably want to leave too. Because like, dang, you got the women that's masculine, and there's women that's turning into women, and there's women that just say that they're so masculine, they might as well just take on the male persona and get them a woman. Because that's what's happening. That's the truth. So, yeah, the reason why the men are not coming is because those women drove them away. They're making these videos, and men across over YouTube looking at this. Men that probably got good means and good money look at this and saying, I think these women are crazy. And you think those other men and if you want a woman that were attracted to different races of men, you screw that up because your personality. And this goes for the women that are making the videos. And let's say you're attracted to another race of men, you even screw that up because you make it like you're psychotic. See, some women don't think about that. They don't think. That's why they get so really the Russians. I heard about these men making this video. Why does it bother you? So what's this encouraging another man? You get this other man that's never gonna leave this country. Be appreciative of the man. Don't worry about the man to leave. Don't what and trying to belittle them, trying to stop them and belittle them. That's not gonna do any good. This man been over there. You haven't been nowhere. And you don't even talk to the people that's from the country in here. So how do you know? How do you know? You hear about what's so-called what Western media tell you. And sometimes they could be telling you a lot. And I've heard people that's been in their channel, a lot of things, they probably find something different because it's like what they tell you over here is something different over here. So you go off of the gravity of some false narrative media. You know? So it's pretty sad, man. I'm gonna go for those 3 minutes. But it's sad that those women making that video and they looking bad. And even if a man was attracted to them, where the aggressive serving they just turned them off. I'll bet you there were men watching them, see them then coming looking all crazy with the chef already bonnet on their head, earring all up in the nose and stuff like that. Like what the? And some look attractive, would look more attractive, but that's just. And then whine about men, whine and complain about men. I don't know. Most heterosexual men, straight men, want feminine-looking women. Not with all that, especially when she present herself, coming, especially even if she coming on camera. I'm just saying, you never know, and then you could be your future king can be out there. You up there clowning. And that's what Kevin was probably pointing out. Kevin Samuels probably pointing that out. And they got up in their feelings. Because he was just telling the truth. He probably have talked to some six-figure men to millionaires and ask them what they want. I'm just saying. And then your ego and your pride get hurt. Because you can't complain about him because he's in good shape. He's well off. He probably the height that you want, but he ain't gonna deal with your personality. It comes back to her. Sometimes come back, and some women do not want to be held accountable. Men have to be held accountable. Well, some of these women, it's an ego trip, man. I'm telling you. That's all what it is, and it's that ego. That's what you're seeing acting out. But I had to laugh at that, man. And, you know, like I can't believe so. So I just want to make this right, but I'm pointing something out. If you want something, but you have to bring a better attitude, like you want him to talk to you, a person. But you coming in and you never know, man. And the very man you kind of snub, you could be the very man that could have been the answer to your problem. That man could have been the answer, but you had to say it's over. I don't mind being mean. I don't mean acting like a bee. I'll get that vibe. Yeah, think about that. And one of these days, when push come to shove, you get stuck out on the road or something. Could be something simple. You don't get no favor because your attitude. Think about that. So my name is James. Yeah, that's what the men are saying. But you got some women that it's their ego. If the women in this country, in Canada and other places, if they're alone, it's because they're ego. Because we know that they're pretty and beautiful. They're pretty and beautiful, and men from other places come here and see it. But when they see that attitude, oh my God, they see the wildness. That's gonna turn them away. No. I'll go back and go to another country, get me a woman. I bet you there has been some men from other places, see how some of these American women, and they did not, they was attracted to them, and they turned them away. Bet you they haven't. But you see somebody acting crazy online. Would you talk to some of them women? I wouldn't. I'm just critiquing the ones that got that mindset and that is setting up to do something like that. But all right then, y'all take it easy. I'm sorry to make it so long, but I always gotta make a point at the end of this video. So take care.